Edward Lawrence at the White House, thank you so much.
Thanks.
For more, I'm joined by former Ambassador at Large. He was coordinator for counterterrorism and special envoy to the Global Coalition to Defeat ISIS, Nathan Sales. Ambassador, it's great to see you. What you worked on during the first Trump administration is kind of emblematic of the important relationship between the United States and Saudi Arabia. What did you make of the meeting today? And not only how that enhances our security and economic prosperity, but also freedom in the Middle East.
Well, Dagan, thanks for having me on. I thought the meeting today was an important hinge point in the relationship between Washington and Riyadh. The Saudis are a close partner. They are aligned with us on military matters, on economic matters, and both sides have asks that they're bringing to this meeting today. The Saudis want F-35s. The Saudis want a civilian nuclear program. On our side, the Americans are asking for, ultimately, normalization between Saudi Arabia and Israel, the expansion of the Abraham Accords, which is a great force for peace and stability in the Middle East and really across the entire Muslim world. And the United States is also going to be looking for signs that Saudi Arabia is going to pivot away from China. You know, in response to the Biden administration's ill-considered attempt to ostracize Saudi Arabia and turn them into a pariah, we started to see the Saudi military do joint exercises with the Chinese army. That is not in America's interest to be inviting our top geopolitical rival into the heart of the Middle East. Hopefully today we can start to get this relationship back on track.
It certainly looked good from the outside looking in, but also there is the Saudi Arabia, the de facto head of OPEC, has been pumping oil, producing oil, and that helps fight the war against Russia, if you will. And if you drive down the price of oil to a point that it starves Russia of resources to fight that war against Ukraine, that could end it, no?
This is a really important point because all of our adversaries are cooperating together. The Russians are working with the Chinese, are working with the Iranians. If we can take Russian oil off the market and replace it with increased production from the United States and increased production from Saudi Arabia, we can cripple Putin's war machine. We can force him to the negotiating table by increasing the pain that he and his elites and normal Russian people are experiencing. We should have been doing this for the past 4 years. During the Biden administration, the trust wasn't there. The Saudis simply didn't think that the Americans were going to have their back, and so they weren't receptive to our requests to increase production as a counter-Russia effort. Today, it's a different story.
Next steps, Saudi Arabia, the Crown Prince, clearly want to be part of the, not just the developed world, but even the capitalist world, if you will. Maybe I'm taking too much of a step there. But the investment here, the sale of chips and our AI technology there, is the sky the limit? Am I overstating it?
No, I really think you're right, Dagan. The Saudi Crown Prince has articulated a really sweeping and reformist vision for what his country could look like in 20, 30, 40 years. And it's not a petrostate that is a commodity exporter, and that's the entirety of its economy. They want to encourage innovation, high tech, and other forms of investment. And that's why these economic ties that we're hearing today between the United States and Saudi Arabia are so important. Let's see what these look like in practice, but the more that we can cooperate and invest mutually in each other's countries, the more we'll be able to accomplish together economically.
It's just a stark difference today, what we saw. I know that there was a meeting between these two individuals earlier in the spring, but given what Joe Biden did, and the Crown Prince essentially turned his back on the United States because of Joe Biden and looked to China and other potential allies, that right there, that image said it all. Ambassador Nathan Sales, great to see you, sir. Thank you.